What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and welcome to the first time that the new Denali is meeting the OG LML. So nice to have both of these trucks together. And Josh, what are we doing in today's vlog, dude?
I just want to see the truck, honestly.
That's not what you're supposed to say.
Oh, it's dirty. It's nice, though.
I've got every species of bug from St. Louis to Pennsylvania on the front of the Denali right now.
I'll have to clean that off.
It's like biodiversity up in here right now. Is that a clay bar need right there?
Yeah.
They're that bad. Ooh, yeah, it's cemented on there.
Huge.
It's massive, right? Here, dude, fire it up. Let's see if it detects the key in my pocket. No key detected?
Oh, there you go.
Nice, dude. Look at that.
It's a little quiet.
It is kind of quiet. Go ahead, though, man. I actually like this. Give your initial first impressions.
Just drive it.
See you, buddy. Oh, watch them.
I wasn't going anywhere.
Here, let's get your initial first impressions on the cab.
The dash is higher, I would say, but I don't know. Other than that, it feels fairly similar.
You really think? I feel like it feels so much larger.
No, it's definitely bigger, but the dash, I feel like it's just more like, I don't know, straight up. Narrow. Yeah, it's not as deep either as like before. It feels like, I don't know. That back seat is huge though. It looks like a Ford.
I know, it's massive back there. Cannot believe you just said that, Josh. I need to walk away on that note. So anyway, while they're checking it out for the first time, it's also the first time over at Lime Ridge. We have an awesome video in store today, as we're actually going to be taking the OG LML 14 wides, the current giveaway truck, the truck that one of you guys are going to be winning very soon, and putting those wheels on that truck, because I absolutely just have to see what it looks like. Those are my favorite wheels of all time, and I feel like it's the least that I could do in order to honor how awesome they've been for me to put them on the new truck. Now, before we get into that, and honestly showing you guys one of probably what will be the first 2020 Denali Duramax HD, the new body style with an actual set of wheels that's not a rendering on Instagram. We got to talk about the fact that if you're seeing this video on August 1st, you have roughly 4 hours left of double entries to get entered to win my 2015 LML. And guys, well, the limited front to back shirt is completely sold out. That happened earlier this week, but these hats that you guys have been asking about are now available, but limited quantities also. So grab them while you're hot. I know a lot of you guys have been asking questions about these. This is a one-off exclusive for enthusiasts. We've got the maroon flat brim with a first ever of its kind black embroidered patch. I love this hat so much, and you now have the opportunity to pick it up, as it could be your key to take home the OG LML Duramax. God, it's like a week later now, and I still cannot believe that that truck is going to be one of yours very soon. Now, I did validate earlier today that the 2020 Denali does in fact still have an 8x180 bolt pattern. There was a lot of speculation about whether or not they did or they didn't. We actually took one of the stock wheels that the winner is going to get for that truck and put it on this one, and we did in fact validate that everything is good to go. If it didn't, that would have kind of screwed up today's plan. So while these guys are checking this thing out, I just want to let you guys know that I already have tons of ideas that I want to address based on all of your questions about this truck. I've got about 1,000 miles on it thus far, and as you can see, a very nice collection of insects on the front end, which I'm actually not looking forward to cleaning off. Caleb, we might have to talk about that there, buddy. He's the expert bug cleaner here at Lime Ridge, but in reality, he's actually the detailer that makes all these trucks look amazing. But after having 1,000 miles of seat time and windshield time with that truck, I've got a lot of really good ideas for content. There's so many things new on this truck versus its previous generation that I cannot wait to discuss with you guys, but we're gonna have to wait for later videos on that. Now, let's talk quickly about how I think this is gonna go today. I think that the wheels are gonna fit now that we've actually validated that, in fact, they work, but you can see here, this is almost like a 34-inch tire from the factory. Its actual metric size is 275/65 R20. It's a very big tire compared to that of what's on this truck right now, which is a 22x14 with a -73 offset with the new Fury Country Hunter MT 33x14.5. Wow, that is a mouthful. So you can see that there's not much room for activities on either side, and this new trim piece is massive, so that's going to be kind of interesting to navigate. So the outcome of this has a likelihood of 0% chance of actually being able to turn, but at least it will give somewhat of an idea as to what these new body style trucks look like with an actual set of 22x14s, which I'm actually really excited about. I'm not going to go ahead and mess with the torsion bars or anything like that today, as well, I still need to kind of drive this thing around. I don't want to throw the alignment out of whack, but it still should give us a good idea as to maybe a potential direction of where we need to go with this truck, and I could not be any more excited about it. Guys, I'll be completely honest. Do you think that I'm being completely honest and asking them an honest question? Do you think that pictures do these things justice?
No, not really. There's just a lot more going on than you can pick up in a picture. Right?
There's so much going on. When I saw it in person, I was like, wow, this is actually way nicer.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
It's bigger than it looks in pictures.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, look at it compared to that. Your roof lines are like almost the same.
I know, it's crazy. Stock, 5-inch lift. It literally, like the hood, at its highest point, sits level.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. What are you seeing down there, buddy?
I don't really know what an L5P looks like underneath. So I don't know.
So you got under there and you're like, yep, no idea what I'm looking at.
I usually use LMNs. Yeah, it's kind of rusty if I'm being honest. But
It's pretty rusty from the factory, yeah. Yeah. Big surprise, GM coating, typical.
yeah. Is it different though?
No, it's the same. Don't touch it. It's gonna smear it. I validated it in the back in one little spot. Now it's a flaw.
Yeah, I left a finger there.
Yep.
So how do you pressure?
Thank you, GM, for not listening to anybody or just stealing from Ford. You could have just used their plating process for the frame coating, but no, it's fine. You guys just are stubborn in your own ways. All right, let's get the process started. I don't think any winner would be happy about that. But seriously though, guys, just think about it. This hat could be the winning ticket for you to listen to that beautiful sound every single day. That turbo though.
Yeah, that sounds good. This much.
Yeah, it sure does. It's too quiet. It's too quiet for comfort, Caleb.
Yeah.
Hey man, you want to pull it in?
Film it? Oh, okay.
Go ahead, buddy. Honors are all yours. It's tight, but she fits. Blah, blah, blah. Can't even talk. So the idea is we're pulling it straight in because I don't think we're really going to be able to turn it much, so we can pull it then straight out once the wheels are on, and that's about as far as we're going to go. If we can actually turn more than what I'm thinking is we're not going to be able to turn it all, then I'm going to be very, very surprised. Man, look at those bugs, though. Dang, man. I forget how wide these wheels are every time until I take them off. All right, boys and girls, we're gonna work on installing these things, and then we'll show you a big reveal. I cannot wait.
About to turn a dream to a million, but we don't chase cream, so we feed it to the children. Paint new faces on the canvas as I write classic poems like Sanskrit. Epic, 3 letters, don't forget it. Pronounce soul, but I got soul in excess. The next best to the best, but the best ain't rain yet. So I guess we all kings, yes. A rising tide will raise all boats, but if you throw stones, nobody floats. Negativity breeds nothing but ills. That's why I paint the perfect picture with the team that I build. Say,
well, guys, what do you think? I am in love with it, but it can't stay like that, unfortunately, because I only have about a quarter turning radius, and obviously that's not really going to do. Plus, I think that there'd be a very upset somebody when they come to pick up their truck with no wheels on it, or the stock wheels. It wouldn't be as advertised, wouldn't be good. But I think we can officially say, and I don't actually know this, like no fact checker out there, but I think with relative means of confidence, there's only like a few, like a handful of 2020 Denalis basically on the road right now across the country. And I think that means that this is probably the first, you are seeing the first 2020 Denali ever in the world that has 22x14's with a Fury 33 14.5 mud tire, or 14 wides in general with a 14-inch wide tire. Pretty solid. I'm like having a hard time like wrapping my mind around that statement, but I think that it's probably pretty true. I mean, it's crazy driving this thing around because people are coming up to me and they're like, yo, that's a 2020 Denali. Like, how'd you get that? And I'm like, well, it's a long story. I don't really want to get into it, but I have a YouTube channel. If you want to watch it there, you can. But no, I'm only kidding. I don't actually say that. But yeah, I think straight up, this is one of the first. And well, I'm going to let you guys drop a comment below right now, if you didn't comment already, based on what you think. What do you think? I'm obviously in love with it. You guys know I'm a huge advocate for 14 wides, and I think this might be somewhat of a foreshadow to what could be coming to the truck. And fortunately, they cannot stay on the truck, but I can promise you guys that we will be getting another set of forged wheels for this truck, being that we have to carry on the legacy of the OG, which one of you are going to be winning very soon. And I'm not even going to try and hide it. It's really difficult driving with just a quarter turn. So, yeah, we already got a slight bit of rub there. So, initial impressions, looks super rad. But this truck is so big that it dwarfs a 14 wide. For reference purpose, if you guys can't tell already, on the LML, which is right in there on the lift right now, those wheels, those exact wheels sit out as wide as the actual mirrors themselves. Whereas on this truck, as you can see, they don't at all. Rather, they sit about 3/4 of the way out. And in turn, it really makes a 14 wide kind of resemble a 12 wide. If we go by lug pattern and count the rows of lugs, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have about 1.5 roughly lugs that are actually outside of the vehicle. Whereas on the LML, we have about 2.5. So it sticks out about another 2 inches, which is really a good comparison for that mirror measuring point, as we mentioned. And just to show you guys that quick, that's how wide the mirror is on the LML. I mean, it really sticks out. So true testament in real life to actually how much bigger, wider, and taller the body is on this truck. Absolutely mind-boggling. Now, that's actually kind of a cool thing though, because the likelihood of running a 14 wide with less lift is a little bit more realistic. Right now, we didn't do anything to the keys. I want to throw the stock wheels back on and be able to drive it out of here and not have to worry about alignment problems. But if we did, in fact, maybe let's just say torque up the torsion keys to where this truck actually sat level, that might be a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at like turning, you know, you like 1.5 turns is enough to get by. If you're just looking at the bare minimum, I'm not saying every day, especially for this truck, because we will be latching it up to the gooseneck once everything else, that's going to be another video. But we will be doing significant towing with this truck, and I obviously want to be able to utilize my full turning radius, which I wouldn't want only a 1.5, especially getting into some tight scenarios. But again, back to the bare minimum. What are you doing over there, dude?
Look, if you take a picture on Snapchat, you can color out the color of the truck so nobody sees it. We can still post it. I'm making it blue.
You're really the true artiste, Josh.
Yeah, let's do it red.
But yes, like I was saying, it would be possible, I think, but only time will tell. I think we're going to have to just experiment with more theories as we go. Now, if we were talking about the old Nitto 355 that was on this truck, I don't think that would be as easy to pull off because it had that square sidewall, whereas these are a little bit rounded, so they're a little bit more forgiving. It's easy to say that this right here is easily my favorite angle. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah? Agreed? That Denali grill, guys, oh my God, it feels so good. Finally be able to say that I have that. I have envied that massive fascia ever since they were presented. Even back when I got the OG, I love this truck so much. I feel like I'm cheating on it a little bit, but no, shh, I love you. But ever since I saw that Denali grill, oh my goodness, I just have loved it so much. And I kind of want to just look at it, and I'm kind of sad that we're going to have to put the stock wheels back on it. But it's good to know kind of what some foreshadowing can do. Now, speaking of wheels on this truck, it actually kind of takes away from the mirrors. I know, I get it. It's a controversial topic, but stock wheels on this truck and the big old mirrors, the massive mirrors, way bigger than GM's other older styled mirrors, are not as big as these, and when you have no poke on the wheels, it just draws your attention right to it, whereas when you have some wheels, it kind of distracts you from not only that, but also maybe some of the black around the wheel wells, which is also somewhat controversial. Maybe this little new bed step that they added to the side of the bed, which I've honestly used, and it's actually kind of convenient. I'm not even going to sit here and try and deny that. And on the back end, yes, I realize there's kind of a lot of black accents and stuff here and there going on, but the set of wheels really draws a lot of that distraction away from those things and really kind of brings it more to the wheels and the tires and the overall look and symmetries, if you will, of the setup. Oh my God, look at the lighting on this thing. It's so beautiful. I think it's actually hard to represent the elegance of the Denali, unless you're in person. Cab lights, the reflector lights here, the reflectors on the side, which are controversial, but I still like them. I do like them. I think it's kind of nice. And I have some cool ideas with those. We'll have to talk about them in another video. You adding sound effects to the vlog, bro?
Yeah. Got some more bugs.
Oh my God. All right, guys, so at this point, we've got our work kind of cut out. We've got to kind of do the whole switcheroonie again, and I'm going to have to free up Lime Ridge's lift here before I head home for the day, and I'm going to have to figure out how to get both of these trucks home. So with that being said, grab yourself a limited hat if they are available. I know that they are very popular upon demand, and I can't make any promises for the longevity of their availability. Plus, it'll get you entered to win the OG with the American Force wheel. We're gonna, yeah, you guys get the idea. Just remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and you have the opportunity to take home a piece of history. With that said, my like league, I love you guys. Do what you do best. Tap that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next upload.
We were so free riding with the top down.